Thank you, New Thought Messengers. Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. There you are. Hello, 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 those of you online. So glad to be together. Happy summer. Happy Pride. What a blessing to be with all of you this day that love has made. I am Shannon O'Hurley. I get to be your senior minister here at the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living. And those of you who may be joining here for the first time, or you're new or you're newish, please know that you have stepped into an inclusive, progressive, and compassionate spiritual community that is dedicated to doing our own inner work and then walking that work out into the world to help make the world a better place. We are dedicated to spirit-led activism in this community and to taking a stand for human dignity for all people. I invite you to take a deep breath, as this is the time in our service where we acknowledge that we are on the land of the Kalapuya people. We affirm indigenous history, experiences, and sovereignty. And so what I'd like to do is I would like to invite all of us, those of us here and those online, with one voice, as you feel comfortable, to please join me in our vision and our mission. Our vision: recognizing our oneness, we envision a world that works for everyone and all creation. And our mission: providing spiritual tools for personal and global transformation. So in order to bring us all here together in this space, I'm going to invite those of you here in the sanctuary, if you would, to just turn around and wave to our beloveds at home, just knowing that there is no separation in love and in spirit. Bringing them into this room, we just love you all so, so very much. I want to take a few moments and acknowledge some flowers that we have. This first beautiful bouquet is from Joni Spradlin, our very own. She writes, "To honor guide dogs for the blind and disability assistance for children with disabilities." Excuse me. For children with disabilities. Thank you, Joni. Oh, can I have a sip of that water, darling? I got a whiff of the summer, whatever it is. Okay, hang on. Thanks, sweet love. Thank you. Bless you in the bridge that brought you over. All right. Much better. Thank you, Terry. Thank you. It's just us. It's just us. These flowers here are actually from me to a very special person in our community, practitioner B. Westcott Curl. She is our director of education, the director of our youth and family ministry. She leads up our stewardship team. She's in with our kids, serving them in ways that are extraordinary. She just finished being my teacher's assistant for my Beyond Limits class, and she is responsible for putting together the beautiful presentation that we have following this service, our will and estate planning. So can we all just give it up for B, practitioner B. Westcott? She will watch later. Love you, B. Thank you, darling. With that, I'm going to invite our beloved Terry back up for our blessing. Thank you, sweetheart.
Good morning. I would like to have us all just take a deep breath again and settle into a blessing. So I invite you to close your eyes if you're comfortable. You can cast them down. And praying from that sacred space that is here now, I invite all of us to just settle into that presence, that divine beingness that I call spirit. I call it love. And each and every one of us is enveloped in that love. It flows through us. It flows as us. And yes, in resting in that space, it is so, so very easy to just be grateful and joy-filled and love-filled. And again, resting in that space, I bless all of the ministries that go forth to bring this Sunday message, music to each and every one of us. Whether we are here or online, there will be something in the message, something in the songs, something in the smiles, and the sounds of singing. All of it is sacred. The youth ministry, the teen ministry, all of the volunteers, practitioner, the music, all of it comes forth here for us. And staying in that space of love and gratitude, I give great thanks. And now as we move into our spiritual practice, I invite you to stand if you're able and follow along in this sacred time. And so it is.
wash through. Oh, let this great power wash through, wash through. And so it is. And so it is. Thank you so much, beloveds. I am going to invite our practitioners down here to the front. This is a special day. We are experiencing all over, in every state, in every city, in every place. Why don't you step? Yep, there we go. Thank you. I am not that tall, my beloved John. We are experiencing graduations. Graduations. And so what I would like to invite anyone here in this room and those of you online who this year have graduated from anything, from high school. Please stand. High school, junior high school, practitioner program, master's program. Please stand, please stand, please stand. Yay! Stay standing, beloveds. Graduates, stay standing because your beloved community, stay standing. I know, you can do it. Susie, stay standing. This is your moment because I'm going to invite all of you graduates to receive a blessing from all of us up here and all of us here in the room, all of us online. And so I invite you to take this in, and I'm going to invite everyone here, as you're comfortable, we have energy centers in the palms of our hands, and if you're comfortable, I invite you to just extend them out to these beloveds, knowing that we are one. Can you feel that energy? And so I invite you to just close your eyes, and graduates, take this in. We love everything about you and your journey, graduates. We are so grateful to witness your graduation, to witness your becoming, and we hold and know that your next steps are spirit-led, that your path is light-filled and it is lit before you, dear ones. We celebrate your accomplishment. We are grateful for your accomplishment because we know that it blesses not only you and your family and your friends and your loved ones, it also blesses us and it blesses the world. And so on behalf of the New Thought Center for Spiritual Living, all of the members and congregants here and online, on behalf of all of us, I bless you with my whole heart, knowing that Spirit is leading you forward in your truth and in love. And so it is. Blessed be. Oh, let's give them a hand. Thank you. Practitioners, please be seated. Thank you. Faith, I knew you when you were that big. All right. I'm now going to invite you, Faith, and Kate and Darcy. Come on up, darlings. Come on up. Let's give them a hand.
I've been staring at the edge of the water long as I can remember, never really knowing why. Well, I wish I could be the perfect daughter, but I come back to the water, no matter how hard I try. Every turn I take, every trail I track, every path I make, every road leads back to the place I know, where I cannot go, where I long to be. See the line where the sky meets the sea, here comes me, and no one knows how far it goes. If the wind in my sail on the sea stays behind me, one day I'll know. If it goes, there's just no telling how far I'll go. lead with pride, I can make us strong. I'll be satisfied if I play along, but the voice inside sings a different song. What is wrong with me? See the light where the sky needs to see. It's blinding, but no one knows how deep it goes. And it seems like it's calling out to me, so come find me. And no one knows what's beyond that line. Can I cross that line? See the light where the sky needs to see. It calls me. And no one knows how far it goes. In the sky, with the silence of the sea sings behind me. No one knows how far it goes.
Oh, thank you, Darcy. No one knows how far it goes. Oh, all of you parents of 5-year-olds, 6-year-olds, 7-year-olds, 8-year-olds, you know that song by heart. It is from Moana, maybe 10 and 11 and 12. Anyway. Hello. Oh, thank you so much, Darcy. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Kate. Thank you, Faith. Thank you, New Thought Messengers. So, I want you to know I have full permission to share with you what I am about to share. For those of you who don't know, my husband, David, and I have 4 glorious daughters. They are older now. Moana is a little after their time. I've got a couple out of college, in college, looking at colleges. And a couple of years ago, our daughter Flynn came out to me. Isn't that wonderful? I was so happy for her. I was so happy for her that she was proclaiming her truth and embracing her authentic self and the perfect time for her. And I remember, afterwards I asked her, how are you feeling, sweetheart? And she said to me, Mom, even though I grew up in the teaching I grew up in this progressive and liberal and deeply compassionate place, she shared that saying it out loud, proclaiming her truth out loud for the first time, took courage. Even in the most loving and accepting circumstances. She taught me a lot in that moment. It does not matter the circumstances. To move forward, to speak your truth, always takes courage. Always, no matter what. My talk today is called How Endings Bless Us. How endings bless us. And the spiritual principle that I'm talking about today is freedom. Freedom. Some of you have heard me say this before. It was hard to find this, but over the years I've discovered my very favorite quote by Ernest Holmes, and I have read so much of his work daily, is truth produces freedom because truth is freedom. It's kind of in a nutshell. Truth, capital T, truth, produces freedom because truth is freedom. And Pride Month is so important because it proclaims freedom out loud for people who identify in the LGBTQIA+ community, as well as their friends and families and loved ones who are dedicated to supporting them and taking a stand for their freedom. It is a time, Pride Month, it's a time that we get to celebrate truth and the courage it takes to proclaim it. And as a reminder, if anyone here or anyone online has any question. Love is 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 love. And we human beings get to love whoever we love. Whoever we love. Recent polling shows that actually 8 out of 10 Americans support non-discrimination for LGBTQIA plus people, like marriage equality. Now, take gender-affirming healthcare. It is a human right, and we take a stand in this community to protect human rights. And so as a minister, as a member of clergy, to anyone here, anyone online who has been hurt or felt hatred spewed at them by so-called Christians, I am here to tell you there is nothing Christian about that. And I am so sorry that was your experience, and you are safe here. You are totally safe here. I mean, come on. Jesus had 2 dads. All joking aside, because it is a really big and important conversation. All joking aside, for you courageous loves, you beloveds, you glorious humans who are in the LGBTQIA plus community, here is what I want you to remember. I've created an acronym for the word pride. Remember this, loves. You are powerful, radiant, individual, divinely expressing. That is what you are. You are a powerful, radiant, individual, divinely expressing. So, I am talking today about how endings bless us. How is this connected? Hold on. It'll all become clear. So in this life, this universe has a propulsion for growth. Always for growth. We human beings are not meant to be stagnant, ever, ever. Sometimes we need to take time to experience a healing of something. That's different. The universe is always nudging us forward towards growth. We are meant to expand, and in that, it requires the endings of things. They go hand in hand, and I know not everyone is good with endings. Sometimes they can be difficult. The ending of a relationship, a partnership, a job, or the ending of an old belief, an old way of being, the ending of hiding something, even a truth about yourself, the ending of an addiction or a behavior that is no longer serving you, the ending of a dream, the ending of a house full of kids who are now grown. We celebrated our graduates a few moments ago, and it's such an incredible mixture of letting go and of dreaming a new dream for the future. Last weekend, I had such a beautiful experience participating in the ministerial graduation of our very own Sarah Forbes, who's right over there. Stand up, let us love you up. There she is. There she is. There she is. So her next step, becoming a minister, is no small thing. Her next step is she is going to be paneling in front of a panel of ministers in August. And when she passes that, because you will, we will call her Reverend. What a blessing. What a blessing. It's so exciting. And as I sat there last weekend and I witnessed her graduation from ministerial school, it was not lost on me that 11 years earlier, almost to the day, I was in the exact same place. And not only that, there's this beautiful moment. So there's this, if you're not familiar, when we go through ministerial school, we get a master's degree in consciousness and wisdom studies. And for those of you who might not be in academia or ministers, we are, in the graduation, we're given our hood. It's really a fancy scarf that's backwards, and it's just sort of, you've seen it in graduations and when we wear robes here, and it's a big deal to receive your master's hood for your ministerial robe. And as I watched Sarah kneel down, all the way down, so her two little boys could come and place her hood on her, I remembered 11 years previous, the exact same thing happened with me and my 4 little girls, who were little at the time, placed my hood on me. It gave me such pause, such a sweet memory anchored in my heart. It'll live with you forever. And I started thinking about what a blessed ending that was. That blessed ending that led to the blessed beginning of where I am today. I had absolutely no idea the trajectory of the road that life would take me in the past 11 years. I guarantee you that. What a gift. What an absolute gift. Take a moment, if you will, all of you here and those of you online, think back 11 years. It was 2012. Think for a moment. Think, loves, to 2012. What were you doing then? Who were you then? How were you then? When you think about it, every single ending you have ever experienced has blessed you into your new becoming. Every single ending you have ever experienced has blessed you into your new becoming. The key is to not get stuck in the potential pain or drama of the ending. Sometimes endings are painful. It's important. It's important that we feel that we experience that, and that we move through that. So often we can get stuck in it if we are not conscious. And sometimes it just feels more comfortable to stay in that known place, doesn't it? Even if it's a stuck place. The fear of the unknown is a very real thing, and it can cut us off at the knees if we are not fully awake. The truth is, we graduate from things and from people all the time. That's the truth. Kids grow up. We grow up. It doesn't matter how old you are. We're continuously growing. Thank God. Whether we like it or not, we change. And if we pay attention, if we slow down, my friends, and listen, we will discover that the universe is always, always, always nudging us into our next and greater becoming. Yeah, we are not here to be dormant. We are here to, as the Buddha said, be awake. That is what we are here to be. Being awake, though, being willing to accept change requires that we gently and lovingly, and sometimes with assistance, push through the fear of the unknown, and we don't give up. Our current poet laureate, Ada Limon. I love her. That's Ada Limon. I love poetry. She's my current favorite. I will change that next week, I'm sure, because I read poetry all the time. I love her so very much. She, by the way, is the very first poet laureate who will serve a 2-year second term in American history. She's that good. The following poem of hers is called Instructions on Not Giving Up. I invite you to let this wash over you. She writes, more than the fuchsia funnels breaking out of the crabapple tree, more than the neighbor's almost obscene display of cherry limbs shoving their cotton candy colored blossoms to the slate sky of spring rains. It's the greening of the trees that really gets to me. When all the shock of white and taffy and the world's baubles and trinkets leave the pavement strewn with the confetti of aftermath, the leaves come, patient, plodding, a green skin growing over whatever winter did to us. A return to the strange idea of continuous living despite the mess of us, the hurt, the empty. Fine then, I'll take it, the tree seems to say. A new, slick leaf unfurling like a fist to an open palm. I'll take it all. Yeah. I'll take it all. Sometimes your next step, that place where providence itself has co-created with your soul, where you are to be, to become, sometimes it can feel scary. If you're heading off to college or starting a new career or a job or a venture or relationship or family, or if you're adjusting to living your life as a single person or a clean and sober person or a retired person or an out and proud person, whatever it may be, naturally at first this can feel vulnerable. And if that is where you find yourself, I invite you to lean into this truth, the truth that this moment right here, this moment that you are in, this time, this is a divine rite of passage for you. Your soul has graduated you to the next place in your spiritual evolution, and you are exactly right now where you are meant to be for the highest good of you and all involved in your life. And the beautiful thing about New Thought, my loves, about our teaching, is that we understand that we are always at choice. We have free will. So you can, if you choose, you can shrink down. You can try to stay stagnant, thinking somehow that will protect you. But I am here to just give you a loving reminder that shrinking and making yourself small never protects you. Never. Never. It never serves you. Ever. Because you are at choice, you can actually unfurl yourself like the tree in Ada Limon's poem. You can stand tall in the knowing that every single thing that you have come through, and loving reminder, every single one of us that is blessed to be here this day has come through a wallop the last 3 years. So every single thing that you have come through, all the lessons and the growing have gotten you to this holy time for your freedom. For your freedom. And in order to, like the tree, take it all, we first need to acknowledge what it is we are leaving behind. If we don't, it's very easy to bypass it. Do you know what I'm saying? And then it sneaks up on you. And it's so uncomfortable when it does that. So uncomfortable. So my invitation for you today, loves, is to bless all the endings that you, my dear, have lived through, to really bless them, to bless them, so that like a leaf unfurling, you will then with open hands be able to take it all. You will be able to take all of the miracles that are right in front of you, all of the joy that is right in front of you, all of the peace that is available to you, all of the love that is right in front of you, fully and completely into this next stage of your becoming. And so I would love to, if you are willing, invite you in this moment to take a deep breath, close your eyes, turn within, allow your breath to be easy. And for a moment, feel your heart space expand, your heart chakra expand. You may even want to put a hand on your heart if that anchors you. Lean into that place within you where love resides, where unconditional love lives at the center of your being. Turn to that. And in this next breath, I invite you to be with whatever aspect of yourself or your life experience you are leaving behind. In this moment, I invite you to surround what you are graduating from with love. Whatever that is for you today. You may be choosing in this moment to lay something down. Bless it. Bless it. Just silently send it love and bless it. Let it be easy. And now I invite you in this moment to infuse this experience with gratitude. Feel the gratitude well up within you for all of the learning and all of the growth that you have experienced from this. And once more, just gently bless it on its way. And when you are ready, I invite you to gently open your eyes. Let's all take a deep breath. My friends, you can, like Ada Limon's tree, stand tall in the knowing that you are here and in the next phase of your life to live in alignment with love and to express that love exactly as you are right now. And so instead of shrinking down in fear, I invite you to sing out. I invite you to sing out the truth of who you are. Proclaim the truth. I know it takes courage, and you have the courage. You do. Speaking of courage, this week there have been horrible, horrible wildfires in Canada. You've all seen that. And the East Coast has just been pummeled by smoke. It's just been so difficult. And many firefighters from all over the world have flown to Canada, including firefighters from here in America, to help with these fires. What an incredible example of our oneness and how small this world truly is, and how dependent we are on each other no matter where we live. And these firefighters, of course, are facing something that is unknown, something that is scary. It is a very difficult situation. And you may have heard of the firefighters from South Africa who landed at the airport in Edmonton, Canada. And they gave us an example of how we can have courage and face our fears when we are moving into the unknown, into the next step of our life. They have reminded us how we can do this, and they did it while waiting for their luggage at the airport. John, would you run that video for us, please? Thank you, John. They sang. They also sang that traditional song, and many like it, when they were fighting apartheid, when they were marching and protesting. We can face anything. You can face anything. Standing in the truth of who you are, the power of who you are, and the knowing that joy is your birthright, no matter what it is you may be facing. Joy and freedom are your birthright. We experience the spiritual principle of freedom when we realize that every single one of us is here to express our soul in the unique way that only we can express it. To face whatever it is that we are facing in our lives. I shared that video with you because in this talk I wanted to remind you of what is possible. That you can face anything with joy, with love, with your faith, with truth. Recognizing that it's courageous and it's beautiful. Wasn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. Whatever it is you're facing in your lives, know that you have the strength to face it. To say, this is me, unapologetically, right now. Right now. Exactly as I am, taking my next step forward. Will you say with me, this is me right now. Exactly as I am, taking my next step forward. So I invite you to take all of this into your week, to bless what has been, to, like the tree growing new leaves, say to yourself, I'll take it. I'll take it. And to powerfully own the truth that every single one of us is powerful, radiant, individual, divinely expressing. Every one of us is a powerful, radiant individual, divinely expressing. Let's pray. I invite the practitioners down forward, please. Let's take a deep breath, keeping this joyous energy, this pride for who and how we are and who and how we were made, recognizing that each one of us is made in the image and love of the divine. This one presence that is in, through, and as all things, this love that is the most true thing about us, that as Shelley so beautifully spoke about last week, we see in the faces of the people next to us, in front of us, no matter where we are. This is how God shows up in each one of us as the love that we are. And what I know with everything that I am is this love lives and breathes at the center of our being. It is the most true thing about us. The most true thing is that we are of the divine. We are star stuff. And so what a blessing it is to know then that everyone is of this love. Everyone is made in this love. And we have an opportunity to extend that, to remember that, to know that. And I bless each one of us in our next steps forward, wherever that may take us, however that may take us, that there is a song to be sung in our hearts, and we have the opportunity to express that in this lifetime. What a gift. And so in this moment, I bless all of our loved ones, our friends, our family, knowing that this love is right where they are. And I also bless anyone experiencing pain, violence, bigotry, racism, sexism, cruelty of any kind. We send this blessing of love right where they are. And I affirm and know that this human family that we are all a part of blesses us. I bless the firefighters from all over the world. I bless and affirm safety at every single Pride event across this country. I affirm health care for all people. I affirm human dignity for all people. And I bless everyone who gathers this day and this week in churches and mosques and synagogues and temples and ashrams and planning meetings and PTA meetings and town halls and yoga mats and hikes, knowing that they are all expressing the divine and that we are all one in this message of love. And so it is from this place of grace and absolute gratitude that I give so much thanks for this and for so much more. I rest in this knowing, in this answered prayer. I allow it to be, and so it is. Blessed, blessed be. Happy Pride, everyone. Happy Pride. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so this is the time in our service. Would you hand me, Terry, you're just handing me all kinds of things today. I just love you so much. Would you just hand me the card there, my pledge card? This is the time where we get to, thank you, love, to pay it forward. We get to give. If this message supported you, know that it is the gifts that you give that allow all of this on Sundays and throughout the week, all of our classes and our beautiful offerings that we have in so many different ways. You're the ones that make this happen. So I thank you. I thank you so much. And it's so easy to give. If you aren't aware, you can text to give, 503-966-3236. It's super easy. You can become a monthly pledger. I am a monthly pledger. If you are already a monthly pledger, if you are in the room, you can get one of these cards. If you don't have it, the next time you come, so that you can hold something to tangibly remind you of the gift that you give every month. So I want to thank you for paying it forward and for making all of this possible. So with that, I'd like to put mine over my heart, but you do whatever works for you. You can put your hand on your heart, or if you're with your partner, hold their hand, whatever works. Together, let's bless these gifts. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It does good work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. And so it is. Thank you. And now, Darcy Bradley.
Stranger to the dark. Hide away, they say. We don't watch fix your broken parts. I've learned to be ashamed of all my scars. Run away, they say, no one will love you as you are. But I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, 'cause we are glorious. When the sharpest words cut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. Fire away, they say, I won't let the shame sink in. We are bursting through the barricades, we're reaching for the sun. Oh, that's what we become. I won't let them break me down to dust. I know that there's a place for us, 'cause we are glorious. When the light and dark shut me down, gonna send a flood, gonna drown them out. I am brave, I am bruised, I am who I'm meant to be. This is me, look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me. This is free, this is who I'm meant to be. This is me. Look out, 'cause here I come. And I'm marching on to the beat I drum. I'm not scared to be seen, I make no apologies. This is me.
Thank you. Thank you, all of you. I just have a few announcements. Two. The first one is right here in the sanctuary after service from 12:30 to 1:30. We are offering a free, informative, and lighthearted will and estate planning presentation. We have an expert in the field, Priscilla Taylor. She's from the Taylor Law Firm here in Lake Oswego, and she specializes in this field. So for those of you in person, there'll be a light lunch in the fireside room directly following service. And for those of you watching online, this is it's not Oregon specific. It is for everyone. So grab some nosh and come on back and join us online at 12:30. The Zoom link is in the chat box and on the landing page of our website. And then lastly, our summer 2023 certified class, Essential Earnest, is taught by soon-to-be Reverend Sarah Forbes, and it begins tomorrow night. This was my absolute favorite class I've ever taken. It was transformational. So I'd encourage you to to join in. It's heart opening, it's dynamic, it's a 6-week class, goes from June 12th to July 17th, there we go, 6:30 to 8:30, and it's online only. You don't want to miss it, so for more information and to register, go to our website, newthoughtcsl.org. The end.
All right.
Right.
All right. Thank you so much, Terry. Thank you so much. So, and also, if any of you have an inkling that you might be interested in becoming a practitioner going through that program, this is a required class. It's one of the prerequisites, so just to make sure you all know that. I want to invite the practitioners forward. Come on down, loves. Know that these folks have years of training in the art of affirmative prayer. And if you have anything on your heart, maybe you are in that place of fear and not ready to take that step. Whatever it may be for you, whether you are here in person or online, know that these practitioners will support you. All you need to do is say, you know what, I'd like prayer for this, and they will take it from there. So this sanctuary becomes a place of meditation and quiet as soon as we all exit. Those of you online, if you're joining us for the first time, there are skilled practitioners, our online practitioners that are so dear to us, who will be in a breakout room just for you. You'll be there just with them privately. I want to thank all of you who are here in person. Thank you so much for being here and making this experience all that it is. If I was here by myself, believe me, I did it for 2 years in my office, talking into my phone camera. It is so much nicer to be with you, to feel your love right here. And those of you online, thank you so much for joining us. Know that we feel you as well, joining us from Florida, Colorado, Oregon, California, Washington, Germany, and I trust not the driver, watching from I-84 while traveling to our new home in Vancouver, Washington. That is, so you all know, that's Melissa and Doug Allen. And they're going to be 2 new practitioners in our community. They're moving to Vancouver to be with us. It's so exciting. Safe travels, you all. Safe travels. So with that, I would like to invite you to please stand for our final blessing. Terry, please, if you would join me. May you go in the light, as the light, and with the light, until we meet again. May the long-time sun shine upon you, all love surround you, and the pure light within you guide you on your way. You are so loved. Have a beautiful week. Mwah. I release and I let go.